All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, lovers of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you are welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on all the activities happening in Biafraland territory. Please subscribe to this channel. Yes, and once again, I'll keep on urging you to keep on sharing these videos to as many groups, to as many platforms as possible. Now, straight up to the issue on ground. I want you to watch this brief audio. This is an interview of, the former, or is it former, or is it still current? I thought they removed him. The former chief whip of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, Mohammed Ndume. And I want you to now understand, why the so-called contraption and Zoological Republic of Nigeria will not get better. For those of you who still believe that something good will come out of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, I am here, to prove you all wrong. Listen to this audio. Ndume, let me just give you a small guideline. Ndume, the chief whip, was actually dismissed because of he came out and spoke the truth concerning, the condition of Nigeria. Ndume was immediately dismissed and he was removed as chief whip. That is the kind of country, that the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa is fighting against. So when we start talking about the Zoological Republic of Nigeria and why we need Biafra, we need it as quickly as possible. So you need to support. Just listen to this audio, then we will talk later concerning this issue. Enjoy.
Gentlemen of the press, good morning. In reaction to what has happened to me, I reviewed several times from beginning to the end, the interview I granted. I also shared the interview I granted to friends, elders, leaders in this country to review and get back to me to tell me whether I have said anything that is not true or that is wrong in that interview. And unanimously, the people I shared with and my conviction too tells me that I did not do anything wrong. I did not say anything wrong. And therefore, I want to state that I stand by all my statements in the interview I granted. Secondly, the party that recommended to the Senate that I should be removed from being the chief whip of the Senate, I take that as an act of God, because if it is God that gave me that position, it is God that took it through APC, so I bear no grudges about that. After all, I did not contest to be the chief whip. I did not contest to be the vice chairman of appropriation committee. I contested to be the one of the senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And alhamdulillah, God granted me that victory. And I'm happy with God, what God has given to me. This morning I shared with you, I am an ardent follower, historical follower of a former famous American President Theodore Roosevelt. I want you to state the quote that I say, but briefly, it says, it is unpatriotic to stand by the president in whatever he does. It is patriotic to speak the truth to not only the president, but anybody for that matter. It is unpatriotic not to speak the truth to power or to anybody, and I still stand by that. In doing so, it is also known that in Hausa, let me put it in Hausa, that Allah yana tare da mai gaskiya, that God is always with the person that speaks the truth. So I know that I'm not wrong. The people are not wrong by speaking the truth and standing by the truth. And I pray that the president, who now I expect the message that I've gotten to him, to look at what I have said and take appropriate measures to eliminate the sufferings of the people. People are suffering. People are suffering. People are angry. People are not happy. I'm happy that yesterday the president agreed with NLC to increase the salary to 70,000 naira, which is a good move. But it takes more than that. Because realistically, that is like a bag of rice, a money that will maybe buy a bag of rice or cover the cost of bag of rice. So I encourage or I call on to the president to still open up and listen to the people. The president, I knew, had infiltrated access to people. If you go to Borderland, as I said, you will see, you will know from far whether he's here, there or not. If you go to Lagos House in Abuja, if he's in Abuja, on turning, you will know whether the president is there or not. I think he should think about that and get back to it. Then, on me leaving the party, I'm a founding member of APC. In fact, I can say I was in APC before the national chairman because I'm a member of the NPDP that formed the APC, joined the coalition that formed the APC. And I did not do that just like that. It is in consultation with my people that I joined APC. We were the 22 senators that joined to form APC. We were called NPDP then. And if you check history and look at the list of the senators, my name is number 21 out of 22. That was because I initially did not want to join APC because of some people that are in the coalition. But I use this word, ordered by Buhari and current President Tinubu to sign to join the APC in Imo Government Lodge. And it was Rochas Okorocha who was hosting us that was sent to summon me to Imo Government Lodge, where Buhari came with the list and asked me to sign. Tinubu was sitting there, I was sitting there, only the three of us were called aside to sign. So I'm not a new member. I didn't join APC just like that. It was in consultation with my people that I joined APC. I take his advice and I will get across to my people. I am here in Maiduguri, as you know, because I'm bereaved, and I did not issue immediate statement because I didn't want to show or overreact on what has happened. Lastly, on me being removed from being chairman of Appropriation Committee, still, the Appropriation Committee was given to me not because I was desperate about it. No, it was because I was begged to accept the position of Chief Whip, knowing fully that I led the campaign for emergence of Apabio as the Senate President. And I was begged to to choose whichever committee I want to be the vice chairman. And I chose appropriation in order to stand for my people and make sure that there is justice in whatever they do. So it's not like I'm desperate. They have been removed. And I learned, because nobody wrote to me, that I've been given chairman of tourism. I want to state here that I beg to decline or to reject the offer for 2 reasons or 3. One, you must do something that you are not interested. I'm not a tourist. I don't have visa to any country as I'm speaking to you now because I don't travel a lot. I have never been to China. I have never been to India. I've never been to France. In fact, I've never been except America that I schooled and London that I used to go. But even that, I cannot remember going any of these countries for the last 10 years or more. So I'm not interested in accepting the Committee on Tourism for the 2 reasons I told you. I'm inexperienced in that. I'm not, I don't know anything. I'm not knowledgeable about tourism. So I would, if any, prefer to remain as an ordinary member so that I can learn about tourism and something like that. Besides, I have committees already that I'm contented with, so I want them to note that I'm not interested. And finally, I want to call on the numerous supporters to remain calm, be law-abiding, and also pray for this government. Pray for Nigeria, and pray for the country. We are passing through the most difficult time in the history of this country, especially when it touches on, lack of, because there is the World Food Program. I've said that there's going to be scarcity, there's going to be hunger, and already these indices have shown, even now, Nigeria is ranked as one of the countries that is top on food insecurity, with over 38 million that are facing food insecurity. And that is in addition to the insecurity of Boko Haram, banditry, kidnapping, and separatists in the southeast that we are facing. So Nigerians need to pray. Nigerians need to support the government in whatever way, so that if the president or the government succeeds, we will be better off. If it fails, the poor masses will be the first victim. I want to thank you for your time. So many people have called upon me to go to court, to take my case to court, because due process have not been followed in meting out punishment to me. As I said before, I depend on God. I believe in Allah. I've already, and He already has taken note of this, so I'm not going to go to court. I leave this issue in the court of Almighty Allah. That is all I can say about.
So please permit me to, to liken what is happening to Ndume to what really happened to Onyendumazị Nnamdi Kanu. The only reason why the Nigerian government started fighting Onyendumazị Nnamdi Kanu is because of he was the major threat that these evil politicians were seeing. He was the only person who could come out confidently and speak out. And he's still speaking out currently. And that is why they are still fighting the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa today. They will keep on fighting anybody who comes out and speak against the atrocities being meted on the people. They claim that Nigeria is in democracy. Please don't be deceived by that. This country is not in any democracy. Nigeria is running a tyrannical government, and you need to know that. That is why the people cannot speak out. The masses cannot speak out. Nobody is voicing out anymore. Once you do, you become a threat. Onyendumazị Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS dungeon, suffering. Today, health condition. Tomorrow, heart. Next tomorrow, he's fainting. One nature, low blood pressure. Because they are finding a way to buy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Omeregeni, that is the question. What crime did he commit? Because he spoke out. Ndume spoke out. Instantly, they wiped him out as the chief whip. They don't want to bring him close anymore, so that he will not expose their secret, because they know this one is no longer with us anymore. Kodaya, Kodaya, Kodaya. That is the kind of country we are dealing with. If you don't know, you should know. So when we call Nigeria the Zoological Republic of Nigeria, we are not just talking for talking's sake. It is because we know what we are saying. It is because we know that this country, Otijago. So when you see us coming out, you see the Prime Minister coming out to scream and shout about freedom, about supporting the Biafran Liberation Army, about supporting the freedom. Oh, you have to support. Because Biafra is all you got at this point in time. Quote me anywhere. Biafra is all you got. And that is why they are doing everything possible to frustrate it. That is why they are doing everything to frustrate those who are coming out legitimately to fight for it. That is the situation. That is the current situation of the country. Don't be deceived by this democracy. If you think I'm lying, come out and start speaking out the truth. Go viral about it and they will fight you. I'm using the issue of Ndume as a case study to make you understand. For those of you who still feel that Nigeria will become better, I'm sorry. It's not getting better today or tomorrow. The more time goes, the more reckless things continue to be. And that is just the fact. And that's so it be for my mouth. Please, do not forget that you are watching Let's Talk TV. The least you can do is to make sure you share this video to as many groups, to as many platforms as possible. Please go to the comment section and give your own input. One thing I know, and one thing I believe is, for Biafra, we'll definitely keep fighting. We're not going to give up on this issue. And you can see the level that the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has gotten. I keep on saying this thing. Let's just imagine a scenario where there was no Mazi Nnamdi Kanu who was intelligent enough to bring in the Eastern Security Network. What would have been the ordeal of our people in homeland with this whole issue of Fulani headers spying innocent and raping and maiming innocent people? I keep on saying this. What would have been the situation of our people? Biafraland would have been in total disarray. Go to Benue State and see what they are doing to them. And somebody will have the courage to come out and start castigating the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, who was able to carry on this mantle. Yes, he is carrying the mantle of leadership currently because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not available anymore. So if he didn't do that, what would have been the fate of Biafrans? What would have been the fate of Biafrans? They are fighting this man, Ndume, today because he only spoke out the truth. And they are using this so-called Akpabio to do their evil now. Akpabio is used anyhow. But one assurance I'm giving to Akpabio is that they will use less him at the end. Go and mark my word. Akpabio, no, now if they could use less audios or Carlo, who is Akpabio? Akpabio have not done anything now. He hasn't done half of what Audios Okalu did. If they could later dump even this what is his name, Wike, name Maga, they will dump him later on. Fulani do not give a damn about you. They use you and they waste you. Fight for Biafra. Support Biafra. That is all you got at this point in time. You do not know. I am telling you. Biafra is all you got. Fight for the freedom of your people. If not, you will live to regret it. Thank you once again for joining me. Do not forget to share the gospel, share the news. Let everybody hear the reality and truth of the liberation.